Hello,
Hey
everyone.
everyone.
We are here. We're back. Boy, do we have a lot to
We
discuss with
sure
you
do.
today.
Welcome. Thanks for joining
Yes,
us.
I know.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, how are
Okay.
you and how have you been?
I've been great. How
Oh
about
my
you?
gosh, you went on a mission with Munchkin.
I
She took
sure
Munchkin.
did. It was a fun one. The
Yeah,
oil change.
she is such a good girl.
She
She is. She
is.
just is.
She's
Let's face
great.
it. She is. She gets so much pleasure just out of car
She
rides.
does.
And she's good when she's in the public, and
Mm.
hopefully you'll see that video. It should be uploaded really
Yeah,
right now.
pretty
It
soon.
should be,
Yep.
yeah.
So she's good. She's getting better at it. I'm taking her out more and more, so she's good.
Yes.
Yeah. I enjoy it.
And gosh, we've been putting out videos because why? Well, thank God nobody's watching us.
No
How
kidding.
embarrassing would
Don't
that be?
watch us because we're not very good at it.
we
We're
it's
just doing it
oh
just
my
because
gosh.
we've got nothing else to do.
Yeah,
There's no point in going out because, I mean, for us it's okay, but for everybody else,
for
there's so much
everyone
freaking
else.
violence in the world.
Yeah, thank goodness here
Everybody
in
should be doing a
Florida it's
YouTube.
not like that. Yeah.
Give yourself something to do because it's so violent being outside.
That's right.
What's the point?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But
I
we love Florida. I
Yes, but
mean,
we're not
yes,
here to talk about violence.
that's
No,
right. We're not.
here to talk about
Florida's
something
been good
else.
to us since we've been here.
Love Florida.
Yes, we
How many
do.
times do we have to say
Oh
that?
my gosh. I
So
know. As
just
you
I
can
just want
see,
to throw something
Florida.
out there that the elections are coming up
Yes.
midterm, so please go out and vote
Yeah,
so that we
DeSantis
can keep what
looks
we've got.
really good. I mean, wow.
Please let's not change that.
Yeah, God bless him, our
Everybody
DeSantis.
vote. Yes,
Yeah,
thank
we
God.
all talk about him. We all
We
love
do.
him here,
We do.
and hey,
Goodness.
even people in other states. Hey, I've got the memo on people in other states
That's right.
really loving DeSantis.
They all wish
So
they had one.
yeah,
Well, sorry.
yes, he's the caring people for sure.
That's right. Maybe if you didn't vote Democrat, you might have one. Well,
Yeah, well,
can't help you now.
yes. Okay. So the reason why we are here today, and it's from good
Yes,
experience,
it is because we've
and
all done it.
yes, and I know the majority today are really contemplating and really thinking about, well, moving. You gotta move because you can't stay where you're at. Not in those states. We're not going to talk about those states.
Let's no, I want
You
to
want
shout
to?
them out.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
go ahead.
okay. All
Go
right.
ahead.
What states?
Well, let's name the number one. Go on.
California,
That's right. Your favorite one to
LA,
talk about.
California, San Diego,
New York,
San Francisco.
Detroit,
Man, you
Portland.
there you go.
The big ones they want to get out of, and then they want to
Yes,
move to Florida, Texas, the
that's
free
right.
states.
Yeah,
You know,
Tennessee.
yeah, you know.
Yeah, because you've
So
all heard of us. We've
yeah,
all here. We're in Florida, so
yeah. They all want to get out of those states and move to the free states. So here we are.
yes.
Now you got to move. So what do you got to do to make that happen?
Listen, we did it, and we're like in our 60s here. You
Hmm.
can do it.
Yes, you
You
can.
can. You know people in Florida. I mean, yes, we know the hurricanes are here, but that's if really you live close to the water. And we're not saying that even, listen, there's bad weather everywhere. We don't want that to stop you from
Hmm.
coming here because Florida
Hmm.
offers a lot to their people that move here.
No matter where you go, you get something.
That's right.
Hurricanes, okay. Tornadoes,
Hey, we've been in that bad
earthquakes,
earthquake.
hey, we've
It
been
was
there.
bad.
Our
It was
houses were
bad.
demolished. We were
It
in a
was
bad
bad. Yeah,
earthquake. Yep, houses came off the foundation, like right next to us. My
it
whole
was bad.
house
Right?
was destroyed in an earthquake. So,
Yeah, that's when I had my salon. It was a mess, and believe it or
hmm
not, the microwave was in the refrigerator, the whole thing. I mean,
right.
it was bad.
Yes. So we've been in, we've had our fair share of
Hmm.
disasters. So
But we're
depends on where you
here
live.
to discuss moving.
Moving. So
Okay.
moving is such a pain. So,
Yeah,
but if
number
you
one.
do it right, which we're going to go through some steps, we can have a seamless move.
Yes.
So here we go.
Okay. It's a big decision, without any doubt. I'm
Hmm.
sure you've all probably thrown it out to your friends and family. Gosh, what do you think if we were to move? It's a big decision and make it for all of the right reasons. and I'm sure you can name a dozens of reasons why you should move. Hey,
Economics being one
yeah.
of them.
I mean, hey, I moved, but I
Yes.
moved for my family. I moved for my dad. My dad was not feeling well, so
Yep.
I moved to Florida, and it was the best decision ever,
Yes.
without any doubt.
Yes.
It really was.
I moved for economic reasons and because I was sick of California. I needed something fresh
And something different
and
and a
different.
change and
Definitely. I needed a change big. So,
new
and new
people,
people, yeah. And
new
then it was
friends.
family after that. So, yeah, I moved around.
Number two, there are so many great places here in America. Go and explore.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you will be surprised at the places that you will go and just look around and take a vacay and see, wow, can I live here? And look around, talk to the people there.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yeah, we'll be more than happy to give you reasons why you
Yeah.
should move into our community. It's
Right.
it's a beautiful one.
There's great places. I mean, I know that my son Josh and his wife Liz have been talking about going to Ohio forever. They're like, oh, yeah, if we move, that's where we're going, even though
Right.
we keep talking Florida. But I think Florida for them, I think they're thinking that it's just kind of, like, I don't know, a geriatric state or something. It really isn't,
Right.
just for seniors. It's,
Right.
a younger state these days, but they're into Ohio for whatever reason. I don't
Yeah.
know. I guess economic, it's a boom town
It's still,
state.
yeah,
Yeah,
still
it's
doing
great.
very well. Hey,
Yeah,
I
it is.
remember back in the gosh, what was it, like 40s, 50s, 60s, where people from Ohio moved to California because their husbands were working like in Boeing, and they were
Yes.
working at Lockheed and
Right.
all those other places, and they
Hmm.
were doing very well. That's what
Yes.
it drew a lot of people to.
Right. When, we had manufacturing in this country.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened to manufacturing, but
Yeah,
remember there was a lot of
there
manufacturing
was.
on the East Coast.
Yeah,
I mean, we grew up in Connecticut, and all Connecticut was manufacturing at the time. They had
that's right.
Stanley Tools, remember?
Stanley
A
Tools
lot of
was,
manufacturing, a lot of
yes.
automotive manufacturing, which we did when we were, starting our jobs, back
Right.
in when we were 18 or whatever,
Yeah,
before we
muffler
went off to
parts and
college.
all
And
that kind of thing,
yes,
but
mufflers and, yeah, automotive, big.
big it was.
I don't know where any of that is now.
Well, unfortunately, that's a
Gone.
good question.
Yeah, I don't know where there's any manufacturing.
And three, when you've decided, you should really start packing when you think, because packing, listen, you will never be done with packing, even on moving day.
It's a lot.
If you're thinking about it, I would start now and really decide, because that takes so much time to pack. 'Cause let's say one box is for you're taking, another box is giving away, the third box is donating, and the other stuff is just probably junk and nobody would probably want it.
Right.
So I started right away. I mean, I believe I started even before I put my house up in California. I just knew I was going to move and found a realtor, and hey, and I was still packing when the movers showed up. Still packing.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, especially if you have a lot of stuff. I'm not one for a lot of stuff because I'm not a collector of anything. But some people are. Some people have garages that are full. Some people have attics that are full of, stuff that they have
It's
collected
amazing.
over, 40,
You're
50
going, no, I don't
years.
really have that much stuff. Well, yeah, you
Exactly.
do, because
Oh my
really,
gosh.
right? You don't
Some people
know.
even have storage units.
Yeah,
People,
yeah.
really,
Well, a
do you
lot
really
of
need all
people.
that stuff?
Yeah, well, hey,
You need to
ladies and
start
gentlemen,
thinking
when you
about what you're
move,
going to
you
do
may
with
end
all
up
of
with
that.
renting a storage unit.
Right, right. And then, I hate to say it, but when you pass away, what are you going to do with all that? Who's going to have to deal with all of that?
Think about it.
Jeez, you
Yes,
do. I don't I don't want to have to deal with it. I don't. I
that's
don't want to
right.
deal with it.
And it's finding too, when you're starting to pack, get, you know, look for realtors,
Yeah.
ask other people, your friends, your family, and you know what? Just you can always interview them. What's the best
Yes.
thing? Where do I start? They'll walk in, they'll take a look around, they'll tell you what you need to declutter.
Yes.
Declutter, get rid of this.
Right.
Think about putting that in, a place where nobody will see it.
Right.
And
Right. Because they want you to pack up your stuff and get it out of there because
right,
they want your house to be set up as though somebody coming in, they look at it as if it's their own already. So when you're getting ready to sell your house and you want a realtor to come look at it,
yes,
they don't want your personal stuff in there. They want that all gone already.
yeah, they don't really want any family
No,
pictures around.
they
The
really
less
don't.
you have in there, because people will want to walk through your home, take a look. And listen, not everybody's going to like your home,
Right.
but nowadays people come in and they just remodel. They will remodel
Automatically.
my
Yeah.
girlfriend sold her home in California. Let me tell you, they practically knocked it down and
Right.
left a bearing wall and started from
They do. They
scratch.
go in and gut the place.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do.
'Cause they want it to be their own.
That's
They're
right.
not going to like the color scheme. They're not going to like the flooring. They're not going to like your countertops or your cabinets. They're not
That's
going to
right.
like your bathrooms.
But keep in mind, though, when you come to Florida, you will need a permit, and I mean a permit on
For
everything.
everything.
Okay, now out there in California, really, no permits are required.
Nobody
There's
gets them anyway.
Nobody gets them. They just knock down, they
Mm-mm.
build up, and nobody drives by and goes, "Yeah, we're working for the city." And we noticed that they don't do that.
Mm.
They just don't do that.
But they do that out here.
They build two-story homes out there, and there's no permit. So you figure that one out. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you're looking for a realtor, make sure you kind of look around and see how they're doing. Like you don't want a realtor who has houses on the market that have been sitting there for 6 months.
That's right. You don't want someone that has 10 homes either, because when are they going to have time to show
That's
people
right.
your home?
You want a mover and a shaker.
Yes,
So make sure that their houses are moving and shaking and all
that's
that
right.
good stuff. So,
You can pretty much go online because the web
mhm,
does have it to where you can go and check them out, check
that's
their
right.
background.
Yeah. They have a lot of online sites where you can practically sell your house yourself too.
Right.
So there's lots of options. Make sure you do your due diligence.
That's right.
That's
Yeah,
really important. You don't want to give your house away, and you want to make sure that you are not covering all the cost yourself because there's
exactly.
lots of ways of getting around that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, now when you're selling your home, it could take time, right? I know that nowadays people are like clamoring for a house and houses are selling even before you can say boo. Well, that might not be the case for you. So don't
That's
get
right.
discouraged
It
if
could
it's
take
not working
time.
that way in your favor. So don't get discouraged. It really depends on the market, what you're selling your house for. You may
Mm-hmm.
be
Mm-hmm.
asking for more than what your house is really worth, even though houses in that's next to you might have sold for that. But there might be something wrong with your house.
That's well, sure,
I mean, not
sure.
all houses are the same,
They're not.
you know?
Some, a neighbor could have their home remodeled where mine or somebody else's isn't. So
Right.
that you have to take into account too.
Exactly. So you need to know what it is that you're getting into.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And then there's paperwork.
Oh
Gee, how much
gosh.
paperwork is there?
Gosh, there's a
Ugh,
lot.
it's a lot of
Constantly.
paperwork.
Nowadays they do it over the phone where you
Hmm.
sign documents, and
Right. That DocuSign, everything's
it is
computerized.
everything is computer, and
Hmm.
you've got to be
Got to be on top
available.
of it.
You have to be
Yes.
available when they send you
Yeah.
something, and
And they
that's
want to know
hard too.
everything. They want to know everything, right?
Oh, they have to. Yeah, I mean, you
Everything.
got to be honest. Just
Yeah.
let's see. I added on that attic and that two-story, but I don't have a permit. Yes, I do have a septic tank. There's a
When was the
hundred.
last time it was emptied
When was the
out?
last time it was emptied out?
Right. Do you have a leach field? When did that happen? Your carpets, how old are they?
That's right.
When was the last
How's
time you
the
did a paint
electrical
job?
work?
Right. I mean,
Does your refrigerator work? Does the one in your garage work? Does
right. I mean, you got a filtration system. When was the last time that was like,
change?
yeah, they want to know these things. Everybody wants to know everything about everything. And then if you're going for a home loan or whatever, they want to know everything about that too. Everything from the time you were born until now. So
right.
be prepared because, then if you're paying cash, wow, that's even better.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it
that's
is.
like gold.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it makes it a lot
Then yeah,
easier. You
then you can
get your
pretty
own
much,
inspectors to come out
yeah,
and inspect the house, the roof,
name your own
the yeah,
price. That would be great. Yes. So don't be afraid to ask for an inspection.
that's right. Get
You
it
know,
inspected.
get it inspected. Please don't buy a house without getting it inspected unless you're buying it for $1.
That's right.
Then, you don't have to get it inspected because then you can afford to do whatever.
But it's,
But don't get a house without getting it
no, you
inspected.
have to get it inspected, and there's a lot
Mhm.
of paperwork, and there are great inspectors out there who are, they'll be here to help you. Ask again, ask your friends and family, and,
Right.
you know, yeah,
And then don't buy a house from a realtor who's also selling it.
that's right. Oh my gosh.
Don't
Man, we
do
heard about
it. That
horror
would be the
stories like
biggest
that.
mistake
That's
you
another
ever
bad.
made. That never works out, ever. Will never work out in your favor. So if somebody says, oh, yeah, well, I'm selling their house. So if you'd like, I can really sell it to you. No, 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 no. I'll get my own realtor.
That's right.
Yes, no, no. Doesn't work that way. You
Yep.
cannot buy and
Shady.
sell from the same realtor. And I think that may even be
Yeah.
against the law.
Yeah, there's
So
laws with that.
don't do it.
Don't do it.
Okay, what else?
Well, I think that's it for
I
right
think
now.
that's
This
it
is
for
like
right
a
now. I
part
think we're going to
one,
have a
but
part 2
yes,
coming up.
yes,
Any questions or anything, feel free to ask.
that's right.
We
Because
can help you out.
yeah, and there's other YouTubers too that have experience in selling their homes. But
That's right.
start packing if you're
Yes.
considering.
And
And
did we go over, packing companies, or is that the next one?
I believe that's the next one.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
you'll
we'll
need
get
a
up with that.
mover,
Yes, because
moving
we've
company.
we have dealt with moving companies and all that. I certainly have. You
Yeah, I
have
had a
too.
really good
So
moving
I
company
did
when I
too.
moved. Yeah,
Mhm.
it
I've
was
gone
great.
all kinds of different ways. We're moving myself, moving with a friend, moving with my brother, and then moving with a company.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
that's
I
right.
love it. All
Yeah,
of
it
it
is.
works.
It works out,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of good companies out there now. They're doing
Hmm.
that. What is it? That pod
Oh
thing?
yeah, the pod. I didn't do the pod.
Yeah,
That wasn't around when I was
my
doing it.
girlfriend did the pod. She had two of them, and they were terrific.
Right. I mean, the
Yeah,
good thing about the pod is if you find that you're not sure when and where, they'll store that for
that's
you.
right.
I mean, it can't be
That's right.
any worse than a storage unit. I
Yeah.
would imagine. I
Yeah.
don't know.
But really, there's a lot to consider when
Hmm.
moving. I mean, I moved from California to Florida, so that was quite a trip.
Yeah.
And a nice one actually. It was really a nice trip. I my stepmom came. I had my two doggies
Hmm.
at the time. We had a great time. We really did. I
Yeah,
mean, it
that's the
was
best way to go,
it
isn't it?
was
Yeah.
yeah, it really was. And
And the
you know,
big old moving truck comes after you get here.
yeah,
Yeah.
you arrive, you have to get things done, you have to sign papers, and the house is yours, and then there's a lot to do, but it was fun and it was very, very
Hmm.
exciting, and I loved every step of the way, and I love it.
Yeah.
I'm just like super happy. Couldn't have been any happier. But that was my new journey, leaving and starting my new life, and yeah,
Hmm. Yeah.
back full circle,
There you
family.
go.
So yes, it's well worth it. It really is. But thank you, and we appreciate your time. Well, we got to be back to finish out the second part, but that will be another
Gotta
day.
go. All right,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Thanks. We'll see you next
Bye
time.
bye.
Bye.